Hi Year 3 and welcome to our maths lesson. So for the next few sessions we're going to be thinking about perimeter. Brought a couple of friends along with me. Pigs. Strange. I don't know if you remember, the last time we looked at perimeter I introduced you to perimeter pig. And perimeter, if you remember, perimeter pig snuffled all the way around the outside of his pen. And I used it just because it was a really simple way for me to remember the difference between perimeter and area. Perimeter is simply the distance around the outside of a shape. And so, perimeter pig, just a little character I made up to remind me. So, today, I've got a PowerPoint on Shobi for you to have a look at. I'll just share a little bit of it now so you can see it. So on Shobi you'll find this PowerPoint, and as you'll see, it simply says that perimeter is the distance around the outside of a shape. And the first thing you need to do to find the perimeter is, of course, we need to know the length of every single side. Here you can do this by counting the number of squares, or it might be you need to measure using a ruler. Here we can see this shape is 8 centimetres by 6 centimetres by 8 centimetres by 6 centimetres. So what you need to do is simply add together 8, add 6, add 8, add 6. Add them all together and the total gives you the perimeter. And the total of this shape is 28 centimetres. So we've added up those sides and that gives us the perimeter. So you've got to imagine your little pig snuffling all the way around the outside, snuffle, 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 all the way around, and that makes the perimeter. So here we have some other examples. So in your mind, I want you just to have really quickly just count up those squares. So how many would it be across? How many down? How many across the bottom? How many up the side on both shapes? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hope you've had a chance just to quickly count those squares. Don't worry about adding them all up just yet. Or if you can, that's brilliant. But if you haven't got that far, it's okay. So here we go. The first one was 3 by 6 by 3 by 6. And the second shape was 5 by 8 by 5 by 8. And all you need to do is add the 3, 6, 3 and 6 together, and that gives you a perimeter of 21. And the other shape, you'd add the 5, the 8, the 5 and the 8 together, and that gives you a perimeter of 26. So that's how you do it. That's perimeter pig. So on Shobi, you have 2 exercises today. The first one is a scan from your textbook that looks like this. And I'd like you to write on the sheet. That's absolutely fine. It starts with a bit of a explanation. And then after that, it simply asks for a couple of questions, a little bit like the examples on the PowerPoint. The first 4, it's asking you to add up the sides, and look, it's given you the measurements already. The next ones, however, you're having to use a ruler to measure the perimeter yourself. So you need to use your ruler, work out the sides and add them together. There's one more sheet for you to do on there. It's measuring perimeter. It looks like this, and you're just doing exactly the same thing again, using your ruler, measuring first, writing in what the measurements are, and then working out the perimeter. However, on this last page here, just look what they've done. They've given you 2 sides here. I wonder if you can work out what the others are without measuring. And here on this square, they've only given you 1 length. Now you should be able to work out the others. Right, well, have a great time with your perimeter pigs. I'll enjoy seeing your work on Shobi. Bye.